Welcome into Extra Time, everyone. In case you needed a reminder, Alexis here with Shaka Hislop, Stevie Nicol, who's still red because he's sad that Shaka's Magpies got the better of Liverpool. And Frank Leboeuf is also joining us too, who is also kind of sad because Arsenal got the better of his boys Chelsea. Right, let's dive into your questions, shall we? First one, this one's for Shaka. Shaka, as the mayor of Newcastle, what will you be doing to celebrate this joyous occasion?
I'll be having a very quiet evening.
Will you invite Stevie Nicol?
Stevie's always welcome. Though Stevie will be drowned in his sorrows.
It works.
I'm not sure I'll be much help to Stevie. I'll have a lovely quiet evening. I'll be back here tomorrow.
You'll be back here tomorrow?
I'll be back here tomorrow.
Will you message anyone, any friends from Newcastle to celebrate this? Because in your lifetime, Newcastle have never won a trophy.
Why you have to keep reminding me about that?
Born in the year 1969.
Why you have to keep going back to that?
I'm just trying to show the significance of the past, the fact that in your entire lifetime, which is a lot of years on this earth, let me tell you, Newcastle have not seen silverware. Stevie was 8 years old, I believe. Frank, how old were you in 1969?
One. I was one.
Why is that going to be some kind of a benchmark? Just leave my age out of it.
Oh,
no, I didn't. I didn't message anybody. Well, first of all, I don't know anybody on the team.
Currently, yeah.
On the current team, I did play Eddie Howe, but other than that, I'm not going to just message random teammates because they'd be happy. No.
I thought you were feeling joyous.
Yeah, but I'm not just gonna message random people. Howie the Tune. What's supposed to message former teammates?
You have friends in high places.
What would say? Well done. They didn't do anything.
No,
I didn't do anything.
But you share in said occasion.
By saying what?
Hey,
That's all I got.
Howie the Tune. Okay, so Shaka will just be celebrating at home by himself as he usually does.
Shaka celebrates every night.
Shaka celebrates every night.
Oh, boy.
It's always a celebration.
It's a Sunday. It's a Sunday.
It's a Sunday. All right, from Eden's Jacko, not the one you're thinking of. He wants to know who had the worst week, Liverpool or Atleti. I'm just going to turn my chair to Stevie Nicol to ask him this one.
Oh, well, Liverpool. Knocked out the Champions League and then lost the cup final. So, unfortunately, Liverpool, as bad as Atleti's week was, Liverpool's was worse.
And what are you going to do to cushion the blow?
As Shaka's spot on, drown my sorrows.
Cups of tea.
I'll definitely get to sleep this evening.
Shaka, do you agree? Liverpool?
Yeah, I think it's been a worse week for Liverpool because you're losing a cup final. I mean, saying that, you still prefer to be in Liverpool's position than Atleti's, given the fact that they're top of the table. Atleti aren't.
Frank, what about you?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, we all agreed that Liverpool was the best team in Europe. So being out of the Champions League was already a shocker, and now they lost the League Cup final. Yeah, it's the worst of the worst. And again, as I said during the show, I was expecting much more than, sorry to say, only the Premier League. I know it's huge, and especially for Liverpool fans, which are waiting for that for long. But I was expecting much more from that team. That team was exceptional for like 6-7 months, and now, yeah, it's quite disappointing to not seeing them going a little bit further in the Champions League and winning the League Cup.
Stevie, you kind of twitched a little bit there.
No, I understand where Frank's coming from. It is disappointing, but I think with the addition of the stupid Club World Cup and all these other tournaments, I don't think there's going to be a team that's going to win the quadruple ever, particularly these days.
Too much
because there's just too much. There's too much strain on teams, and situations like today where one team clearly is physically stronger than the other. That's what it's coming down to. So I think as the years go by and more games and more tournaments that are added, it's going to be tough for anybody to win triples or quadruples or whatever it is.
They're just going to have to build super squads, maybe specialist squads. Cup squads, which...
But then you have profit and sustainability rules. You can't just do as, you know, what's it?
As you'd hope. All right, that's that answer. Let's move on now to Chuck, who wants to know how long before Rasmus Højlund's next goal.
By the way,
After the international break.
By the way, I'm glad we shifted.
I'm
glad we shifted conversation to Manchester United.
Why, Shaka? It's been a juvenile.
I will ask Stevie, how many times today has she said, "Oh, Alexis is a Manchester United fan, for those who don't know. How many times has she said, "Oh, we've had a great week in Europe and in the league"?
Honestly.
You beat Real Sociedad and Leicester.
Real Sociedad is a top team, I will have you know.
They are 12th.
It gave Newcastle...
12th in La Liga.
It gave Newcastle Alex Isak.
No, hold on.
Alex Sorloth as well at Atletico Madrid.
Right.
They were in
They gave Newcastle Alexander Isak, 2-3 years ago. Sorloth, when was that? Last year?
But it's not as if they're a second division team.
Wait, stop. I mean, I'm talking about Sociedad.
And last I checked, Europe is Europe, right?
I asked Stevie a question.
talking about
How many times have we heard, "Oh, we've had a great day in Europe and in the league. Great week in Europe and in the league"? And I'm like, what am I hearing?
But is the win against Leicester not in the league? And was the win against Real Sociedad not in Europe?
I must admit, generally, under normal circumstances, I enjoy coming into work and seeing a happy, smiley face. But it's beginning to wear thin.
Only my second show back. Only my second show back.
Oh, God. Boy.
All right. Next question then, because Stevie is turning red over here. Has Julian Alvarez justified his summer move to Atletico? He's been arguably their most consistent and best player this year. Frank, what do you think?
I'm very happy for him. He made the right choice. I mean, it was difficult for him to achieve anything because he was the guy behind Haaland, and it would have been difficult for him to play consistently and work week in, week out to make sure that he can score goals. And what he does for Atletico Madrid is what I see sometimes with him when he was playing for Manchester City, but also with his national team. And he deserved much more than some games with Manchester City. So good choice because he's a great player, he's a good teammate, and he deserves the best. And it's disappointing week. In contrary with Manchester United, it's a difficult week, but he had a very good season. He had a very, very good season.
You know, not everybody is cut out to have great weeks in Europe and domestically. You know, it just takes a really strong team to be able to manage all that football.
Again.
You need a button it now. You need a button it.
Oh, boy.